Your turn, Yugi boy.
What is up, guys? This is Limpio coming at you today with a panelist live reaction discussion. Now, this is a video that everyone seems to kind of like me doing, and it is a lot of fun to do. So I've basically just gotten home, and I love that it's still lovely and bright. Finally, I get to come home after work, and it's still amazingly bright, but whatever, we won't talk too much about that because obviously you're all here for one thing, the reactions. Now, there have been some interesting things that apparently people have said that have come up, but no one's told me, thank God, so I really do appreciate all my Facebook friends for not spoiling it for me, and I basically just ignored Facebook from now on. So, as you can see, we have in the same format where we can just do a little bit of a scrolly here so you can see my actual live reactions, and yeah, so without further ado, we'll get straight into it. I can't see anything as of yet, so we will scroll down, and we have two things there. Full mage, damage juggler and push fire. Yeah, okay. We already knew about that due to the adjust list, and that was just something that obviously we knew was going to be on here, because otherwise, what would be the point of the adjust list if they weren't going to be left on the actual list? So, as we know, the original version of PePe is still dead, but whether or not they've addressed it in the actual current list, I don't know. I think it'd be maybe a little harsh if they've hit PePe again, but you know, we'll see. So we'll keep on scrolling. Keep scrolling. I'm gonna be copyrighted for that, surely. So do we have anything here? Ptolemaeus, again, the exact same. Again, don't really need to say too much about that because it's Ptolemaeus. Weren't there originally two fusions banned? Oh, they've done it again, haven't they? Right, not gonna do anything about that. What's that? The hit chicken game? Wait, why have they hit chicken game? Chicken game isn't that strong. They've actually forbidden chicken game from being... Wow, okay, did not expect that. Is that, I guess, in... Is that trying to address the Monarch FTK deck with... What? Why would you hit Chicken Game? Okay, I guess Chicken Game is a bit of a degenerate card that is 1,000 life points unless you draw one, and then, you know, your opponent doesn't take any damage depending if you go lower than their life points or not, but that's a really weird hit for me. I don't really know why they've done that. I personally wouldn't have hit Chicken Game, especially forbid it, but alright, that's really weird one. I think that's probably one of the most surprising so far. Although I am only on the forbidden section, so we never know. So I'll just keep going down just to see what else is here. Wow, yeah, I forget how many. Oh, we have a new one. Is that Wavering Eyes? That is Wavering Eyes. I call for Wavering Eyes to be hit just straight out banned, because Wavering Eyes is a card that's either a 3 or a none of card, because you can't have it at 1. Because the way it works is, Wavering Eyes at 3, it means that it's kind of a blowout card, but not a game-changing card per se, because your opponent can have Wavering Eyes as well. If it's at a 1, then the card is simply a win card, because if you have the Wavering Eyes first and your opponent doesn't, you win. Because it gains that amount of advantage, and especially if you pop your opponent's scales, you basically just win the actual duels. So Wavering Eyes is a 3 or 0 of, and I'm glad they've hit it to 0 because it's just the best way to do it, honestly. Because that card was just dumb, and when it was first released in the special edition, it was leaked early. When it was in the special edition, I think that was last year at... Yeah, it was at Amsterdam. Euros Amsterdam, for the Klee format. And when Klees were just like big, there was just a Tower Turbo with this card, and I just knew straight away this card was going to be stupid. So let's keep scrolling, and nothing on the forbidden traps, yeah, because they don't think they're really going to forbid any other traps. There's nothing really that great right now. So overall, Wavering Eyes, Chicken Game, that's a big one, and then nothing else. I have noticed that Thousand Eyes Restrict is missing from the ban list. I imagine that'll be at 1, honestly, but that's gonna be crazy if I actually do see it. Whoa, okay, so that lagged. Right, so we have Luster Pendulum, yep. Again, on the adjust list, don't really need to say too much about that bad boy. Monkey Board, and then, Monkey Board and Joker, again, on the adjust list. We don't really say too much about them. I am not bothered by them. Wow, my little mouse is lagging. Okay, I need to go a bit further. So Wisdom Eye. Wisdom Eye? Was Wisdom Eye on the adjust list? No, Wisdom Eye wasn't on the adjust list. Wow, PePe players get wrecked. That's really harsh. Was Wisdom Eye really a problem? I don't think so. Okay. I guess they're really starting to hit on PePe. I fully expect like an Ignis to hit now, because it seems like they're starting to go after them. If they're going to hit Wisdom Eye, then they're going to hit all the other stuff. So we will just have to see. So if we scroll down, is it? Oh, no, it's not. It's Norden. Oh, why have you hit Norden? No, okay, I understand that. Elder Entity Norden is a very good card, but no one was really using it. And again, it kind of goes under the assumption of it's a 3 or none card, because people are just using 1 anyway. You don't really see that many people using 2, and even if they do use 2 in their deck with, for example, 3 Instant Fusion, it doesn't really impact them all that much. I haven't seen many people resolve multiple Nordens in one game, and if you do, then great, congratulations, it's amazing, but I feel like that's a little bit unfair, especially if they haven't maybe hit any Burning Abyss, because obviously Norden allowed you to go into a 2/2 Dweller, and without that, it's a little bit mean, because I really don't want to have a Burning Abyss format, because that would be horrible. But yeah, so let's scroll down. Norden was alright. Yes! They've unbanned, unbanned, Thousand Eyes Restrict. Oh, of course, Pegasus cards, come to me. Yeah, really happy about that. That's amazing. But I've done many discussions about Thousand Eyes Restrict, how it just isn't as good as it once was anymore. It's been creeped to the max. It's like one of the best cards back in the day that was amazing, but now it's been creeped. And simply, it's just not good enough anymore. I will try and use it as much as possible, and this just solidifies me wanting to do the Thousand Eyes Restrict, or Relinquished even, deck profile. But super happy about that. Cannot believe they've unbanned Thousand Eyes Restrict, finally! I think I did a video on MCall40's channel a long time ago, and then also a video like once on mine, but that was like 2 years ago, so I'll need to do another one to actually bring in the whole meta, talk about it, and see how Thousand Eyes Restrict will actually fit in or not. So yeah, so right, we will, oh my god, my mouse is going mental. They did. They did. They hit Ignista. Yep, PePe. Correct. So Ignista is one of these cards that at 3 is just incredible. The card on its own is just so dumb. The non-targeting removal and being able to special summon out your Luster Pendulum is ridiculous. And the card is just big anyway. 2850 is just a big attack. And the card is just too easy to go into. So I think that's a pretty good hit, but it's meaning that PePe are starting to look pretty dead as a deck now, because what can you really go into? Ignista was PePe's only out to Dart Destroyer, and if Cosmo haven't been hit, oh, and Dart Destroyer hasn't, oh, none of the Cosmos have been hit to 1. I did call that. I said that Cosmos wouldn't be hit directly, they'll be indirectly hit with like an E-Telly hit or something, but we'll just have to see. Because I'm pretty sure E-Telly is going to be on this limited section here. It's got to be, otherwise, oh dear God. But yeah, Ignista is one that should really be on there. It's warranted to be on there, and yeah, I think it's just a good card in general. So, what is that? I can't see that. Oh, that's Draco Face-Off. Yes, I'm so happy about Draco Face-Off. But wow, yeah, PePe, seriously get wrecked. Draco Face-Off was such an enabler of a card. You simply drew it, even if you top decked it, you were like, right, okay, I'm basically going to destroy your field now. Simply because you got to special summon out something, you got to set up a scale, and then you got an extra monster in your extra deck. If you had then Monkey Board or Lizard Draw or anything like that, you just really obliterated the field, and it was just so easy to do. So I think Draco Face-Off is an excellent hit, and one that I fully warrant. Scrolling. What's that? Is that Reasoning? Why? Why have you hit Reasoning? Wow, they have hit Reasoning as well. Is this a hit for Cosmo? I don't know, I guess. Some people were running Reasoning in Cosmo. I can't remember if that became the predominant build or not, but yeah, wow, Infernities. Must hate to be an Infinity player right now. Yeah, Reasoning is a card that I guess is too good. Special summon out one monster basically for free, but at the cost of milling. But then people only use it in decks that require you to be able to use cards in your graveyard. So I guess, yeah, I don't know how to feel about Reasoning, to be honest. You could probably put it to 2, and it would have been fine then. You would at least kept decks like Infernoids alive and that, but yeah, that really hurts Infernoid players. I'd hate to be an Inferno player right now. So yeah, that's all I can really say about that. Wow, there's more stuff. You hit Upstart Goblin. Why have you limited Upstart Goblin? What is this? Nah, this has got to be fake list. No way in hell. This is definitely on the Konami website, right? Wow. You limit Upstart Goblin. Patrick Coburn must be like crying right now. Why? I guess Konami really don't like generic draw cards, because, you know, the most recent draw card that we had was, generic one at least, was 1 day a piece, and that went to 1 pretty much instantly after it was released. And now you've put Upstart Goblin to 1 again. This isn't the first time Upstart Goblin. I want to say 2006 list. Upstart Goblin was originally limited, or maybe banned, I can't remember now. I think it was just limited. But wow, that's really weird. Why would you hit Upstart? So many low tier decks have just got an inconsistency hit. Wow, okay. That's annoyed me a little bit, because I've got my lovely playset of supers that are very, very expensive, and now I don't, so I'll keep them anyway. But Upstart Goblin is going to be one of those cards that won't be on the list at 1 forever. It'll go back to 2 and then go back to 3 at some point, probably in a year or so, I'd say. But I'm not entirely sure the reasoning on Upstart Goblin. I guess it's, actually I guess it's to try and slow down FTK decks. But then why wouldn't you just address the actual problem cards, like Magical Explosion, Limit Removal, Life Equalizer, that's the other one, and then Royal Magical Library. So I don't know why you wouldn't just address them, but whatever. You never know what Konami are doing these days. So we'll keep on scrolling, and nothing in the limited trap section. So wow, that was a pretty big limit list. So we have Luster Pendulum, the Monkey Board, Joker, which we all know about. Then Wisdom Eye Magician, which is a big weird one. Norden, kind of understand. Thousand Ice Strix, thank God for that. Cannot wait to use that card again. I'm glad I've got all mine there. Ignista, yeah, kind of fair enough, but a little bit unfair maybe. Draco Face Off, very warranted. Reasoning, don't know why. Upstart, don't know why. Yeah, so that's it. But yeah, so I was looking at, I didn't want to see the next section. So overall, that's a pretty big amount of cards that have been limited. And the only one I foresee being a bit strange is the Upstart Goblin. Maybe the Reasoning, but Upstart Goblin is a bit of a weird one. So yeah, I'm gonna have to probably do a discussion on that, on why Konami hates generic draw cards, because seems to be the way. So we have a limited, oh, Debris Dragon, that's awesome. Oh, I'm so happy about Debris Dragon being limited. Was limited, now semi-limited. I'm going to use 2 in my School 7 build instantly, because that card's so good, and I can get level 5 or level 7 dragons with ease. And just in general, I think it is a bit of an outdated card, because the restriction on it only being able to go into dragons is a little bit too much for certain decks to be able to use it. And obviously the only 500 attack or less being able to special summon it out is a problem, because some decks don't use stuff like that, and also the fact that you can only go into dragons and you can't go into level 8 dragon. The other one can't be, the other thing you bring back can't be a level 4, so yeah. Well, it can be, you just can't synchro up with a level 4. You know what I mean, we all know what Debris does. So yeah, Debris Dragon at 2 is a really nice thing to see. I am very, very happy about that. We have another one here. I can never tell what it is on my monitor, it's weird. They brought Allure of Darkness back to 2. I'm so excited about that. Oh no, you don't understand. Oh my god. Oh, Allure of Darkness, so good. Skull Servant's getting stronger. If Burial's on here at 2, I'm gonna go ballistic. Allure of Darkness is a card that we all, if anyone was around in the dad era, 2006, 8, we all know what that era was like, and Allure of Darkness was one of those original cards that got insta-hit to 1. Well, insta-hit the band, I think, and then eventually went to 1, and the card is just brilliant, but now it's not as good. It's not a generic draw card, you have to have a Dark to banish, otherwise your whole hand goes. and in general, just a really nice thing to see. I think Allure of Darkness, it's time to start going back to 2 and maybe even to 3, you never know. There aren't that many dark decks around right now. Some people could say you could put it in Monarchs, for example. I think that's the only thing. Infernoids, if they didn't get hit by Reasoning, would be a good one for that. But yeah, overall I can't really think of too many things right now in the meta. Maybe Burning Abyss might start putting in 2 just for extra draw power, depending on the build that they do, but I digress, I don't know. That's probably worth something if you're a Burning Abyss player. It's probably something worth testing out, because that might be quite interesting, because banishing is only 1 Burning Abyss might not be a bad thing for 2 draws. So we'll get scrolling. New, what is that new? I can't even read it. Oh wow, what was the point in putting Emergency Teleporter to 2? Seriously. So Cosmo are basically untouched in this list. Monarchs are untouched, unless something's gone to 2 here. And Burning Abyss are untouched. Because... what is the point in putting Emergency Teleporter to 2? Like, literally people just like, okay, I'm just going to take 1 out, done. Like, there's no reason to put Emergency Teleporter to 2, you need to put it to 1. And now, we all knew, I've said this from the moment go, Cosmo wouldn't be hit directly. It would be an indirect hit on the Emergency Teleporter, and Teleporter is at 2. So that basically makes no difference whatsoever with the way that they're going to play the deck. They'll just take something out, take 1 out and, you know, put something better in, like another Scolding or another Strike, or I don't know. But... that's a really deflating hit for me. That seems like a pointless hit. It's like, we want to be actively seen as hitting something on the Cosmo side, but we don't want to cripple them because they're our new deck and we still have support coming out in the next set. So, that seems like a really pointless hit for me. I just don't get that. And that's it for the semi-limits. So, 3 of them, which is Debris Dragon, really good, Allure of Darkness, amazing, and Emergency Teleporter. What's the point? Why would you do that? I really cannot fathom the thought process as to why you would just put Emergency Teleporter at 2 instead of 1. So, yeah, whatever. And let's see if we have any unlimits. So we do. So we have 1, which is Democ. Wow, Democ's gone straight from being banned to being playable now at 3. But it's something that I think is... fair enough, because Democ was errated and it's not as good anymore. I think that's a really nice thing to see. Democ being given to us at 3, maybe because, you know, we've got the Dark Magician stuff coming out in a couple of months. That might be quite nice to play around with, but yeah, Democ is really nice to see it back. I really hope some people can start abusing Democ because it's a really cool card and just one of my favourite all-time cards. And I know one of my friends back home, Mr. Simon Drake, will be very happy about Dark Magician and Chaos being unlimited. Next up, we have Tragodia. Tragodia has finally been given the nod to go to 3. No one uses Tragodia, and it's just a complete fair hit because, you know, the last time, I say the last time Battle hand traps for Battle was good was Jake Quincy in YTS Prague with that Battle Fader. Too good. But yeah, I don't remember the last time someone played Tragodia. Gore's inherently is kind of better, so yeah, I guess that's fine. So are there any others? Oh, it's a spell. Yes! Okay, so they have unlimited advanced ritual art. How long have I been campaigning for this card to be gone to 3? I honestly think they forgot about it. Just for the most part. And I'm just so happy. Oh my god, thank you, Konami. I don't care what the rest of you do on this list. It's just amazing. Okay, that's good. I'm happy. I'm a little happy about that. Yeah, Advanced Ritual Art is a card that hasn't done anything in a long time and will continue to do nothing at 3. It could be at like 10, and no, actually, if it was at 10, that would do something. But the fact it's now at 3 makes me so happy. The next set we have Pre-Preparation Rites. I'm surprised Preparation Rites is not, you know, bumped up a little bit, but I'll forgive them for now. Next list, that or Burial. Oh yeah, Burial wasn't sent to 2. Oh, that's annoying. Anyway, the fact that Advanced Ritual Art is now at 3 is really, really nice. They are starting to maybe push some ritual stuff, because obviously pre-prep. although pre-prep doesn't work with Advanced Ritual Art because you have to search an exact spell card, ritual spell card for the monster, but you know, either way, I'm happy. I'm really happy with that. And we have a trap card. I don't know what that says. Oh, Crush Card Virus has gone to 3. Okay. Yeah, fair enough. Crush Card is... Oh, it's kind of depressing to see Crush Card. I almost want to give this list to someone who used to play Crush Card back in the day with like Dad and such, with the original text and say, hey look, Crush Card's at 3 for us, and just watch their face drop and then tell them, no, actually it was errated and it's now awful. But Crush Card is really nice to see. Will I be utilising that in my school servants? Meta depending, always meta depending. Because it is still a pretty decent blowout card, and it can be. It just depends on what deck you go up against. So things like Monarchs is not that great because while you can blow out their field, you know, the problem is that they get to send things to the graveyard, which you really don't want. So yeah, and that looks like it. So overall, there are 3 really good cards for me personally. Advanced Ritual Art, Allure of Darkness, and Thousand Eyes Restrict. They are really awesome cards for me to see. I'm really happy at the fact that they have been brought back because it's been long overdue, and now Construct's the only banned fusion on there, and Bryonic is on, or Bryonic even, is the only banned synchro as well. So maybe we might see them in the future. To be honest, we'll see Construct over Brio any day. But yeah, that is really good. Overall, this list, let's look at it. So PePe is basically unplayable, I'd say. It's kind of difficult to play that deck now, at least with the same amount of force that you could earlier. But yeah, I think that is quite painful. Hold on, School Pack Joker. Oh no, it's Damage Juggler. No, sorry, I thought they had banned Joker then for a second. No, it is limited. Ooh, okay, I thought I completely missed that one. That would have been quite embarrassing. But yeah, so Monarchs are very much exactly the same. Arguably, you could say they have draw power with 2 Allure if they want to go for some dark plays. Burning Abyss, basically untouched. Yeah, again, can use Allure if they want to do some more drawing. Cosmo, basically untouched. Like, if you're doing the reasoning build, then yeah, okay, fair enough. You have to use 1 reasoning or none. And if you are using, well, obviously using E-Telly, you just take 1 E-Telly out and then that's sorted. So yeah, that's weird. But overall, I think the list is fairly good, personally. I'm sure I'm going to see, as always, a lot of people after I do my research. Once this video has ended, I'm going to go see what people think of the list. Just because I enjoy seeing it and watch other YouTubers as well, but it'll probably be tomorrow by the time I watch them, by when everyone's got theirs up. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see. And yeah, so overall I think it's alright. I think it's maybe slightly clouded with the fact that I have my 3 big cards that I really like that have come back. And yeah, but I'm not really too happy with the fact that Burning Abyss got away scot-free. I think now was the time for Dante to go to 1, and it would have still made Burning Abyss playable because of Beatrice, but I still think we're going into a Burning Abyss format and Cosmo format. It's basically the 2 live ones and then Monarchs on the side, depending on how you want to play them. But yeah, I'm disappointed Domain or Stormforth didn't get hit, if I'm honest. They didn't need to be banned, they just needed to be hit to 1. Domain is just such a dumb card, I feel that it should really be hit. But yeah, so I guess overall I'm pretty happy with it right now. I don't entirely know why it took us so long for it to be updated. And it's valid from the 11th, so next week. But yeah, so that is it, guys. I hope you did enjoy the live reaction video. Let me know down in the comment section below which favourite card has come back for you. Which card do you think should have been hit and which card do you think shouldn't have? And also just any other generic comments about the list. So as I said, let me know down in the comment section below. Make sure to give me a like, comment, subscribe, and I shall catch you guys later.